So we're here with Joe and Fran. How are you?
How are you getting
on?
on?
Good, thanks, Jack.
Good. So how long have you been with us at Pain and Performance?
I started just slightly before Joe, so I'll be here 3 years in February next year. So.
Yeah, so about 2.5 years. I followed Fran down.
And did you have any apprehension before coming here?
Well, I had a bad back injury from playing rugby. I retired from rugby with the injury, and I never got back into full training. So I was coming down here not sure what to expect in terms of how far I was going to be able to get, and would I ever get back to lifting weights fully and properly and taking a full part in training. So I was apprehensive about how far I could get with the training considering my injury.
And what helped you overcome that apprehension?
Well, I think Tommy has a system for how you work through your injury, and it's very clear instruction, and he gives you the confidence to do what you need to do. And then in here when you start training, you get great instruction, and you're always pushed, as I find, just enough. So you're never pushed to a stage where you go away sore or you're sore the next couple of days after it. So it's that expertise, I think, that's great. So it gives you the confidence to be able to train. You come down here, you put in the work, you work up a sweat, but you don't end up making your injuries feel worse, which I think is wonderful.
Great. Joe, did you have any apprehension before coming here?
Just the usual kind of apprehension of joining a gym, but as soon as I kind of had the first couple of sessions, I felt really comfortable, and like everything is done with a bit of a joke and a bit of banter, but you're pushed hard enough to, you work up a sweat. You're kind of, you know that you're working hard. But I always just kind of feel, my main thing is sometimes you dread coming to the gym, but I always feel 100% good coming out of it.
And what's your favourite thing about us here at Pain and Performance?
I think it's the attitude of everybody here. So there's a real friendly, family-like attitude to the place. We've had all the different trainers at one stage or another. You get just as good a workout from all of them. They're all very supportive, very helpful, and nothing's ever too much. If you come in with a little pain or a niggle, they're happy to go through it with you, help you out, make sure that you're not in any discomfort while you're training. And I just think there's a good buzz here to come down and train with. It's nice, very welcoming.
What are the biggest changes you've noticed since starting with us?
I just feel kind of fitter. I feel more able to do things that I wasn't able to do before. And I suppose I didn't necessarily put all that much kind of importance or significance on lifting weights or that kind of strength training. It was like, cardio. It was always like, oh, let's lose weight, this type of thing, I want clothes to fit better. But you kind of get the best of both worlds where, your clothes do fit better, but you're also stronger, and, you're more able for life as, you get on a bit.
What was your lowest point, do you think, before coming here?
Well, my back was that bad that I couldn't stand up for more than 3 or 4 minutes at a time before I'd start to get pins and needles on my legs. I couldn't walk. When I moved, it was a bit better, but I still couldn't walk for much more than 10 minutes. And to go from that situation to be deadlifting 100 kilos plus in here, to me is incredible. To be, like, I was told I needed operations. I was told you'll be lucky if we can kick this a few years down the line, and I got all the injections. I got the cortisone and I got the injections into the spine, but they never fixed me enough to get back training. I'd try and do a bit of training and the pain would come back, the discomfort would come back. But I came down here, worked through Tommy's instruction and worked through the trainer's instructions, and I'm back lifting weights and training as good as I ever have in my life, so it's just great,
Brilliant. And what would you have any advice for anyone with back pain or chronic and debilitating back pain coming in and training?
Well, I think the normal medical wisdom as it is would tell you to rest up and don't do a lot and wait for it to go away, and that's the completely wrong approach. I would have subscribed to that myself before coming here, but you move within the movements that you can do, and gently you move that on to further and further. And then the training that you do here is very focused on everyday life, So you're bending over, you're picking up stuff, you're moving weights around, and it's just me personally. I feel I've strengthened up a lot, and I can bend down to pick stuff off the ground without having to be careful of doing so,